Hello, welcome back to the Narconaut and Scientology Chronicles channel. I'm Lucas Cadden. And some big news that came out yesterday was that actress Laura Prepon had said that she had left Scientology. Not only left, but had been gone for approximately 5 years. And she originally came up in that 70s show and was famous for that, and then has been lately much more famous for Orange is the New Black as a star in that. And so it reminded me of a story that I had forgotten to share about this. And that was back in 2006, I had hired a film consultant to help me produce a screenplay that I had written. I had hired him to help me review and revise the script, as well as put a production schedule in. And so we were going through that process. I had flown out there, and his name was Eric Sherman. And he was the co-founder of the Yale Film Institute, or Yale Film Society, and he taught film classes on directing and maybe some other things at, I think, the Art Center in Pasadena, and I believe at UCLA as well. And his father was famed director Vincent Sherman, and he was a longtime Scientologist. Eric, that is. He passed away a couple years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And I was going to his office one day in Glendale, and I got there. He goes, "Oh, hey, come on in." He goes, "Have a seat real quick. Laura's about to show me this short film that she had recently put together." And apparently she had been wanting to get into directing and had hired Eric Sherman to do some one-on-one consulting with her too. And so at the time I was a bit starstruck, because this was, she was at the tail end of that 70s show and was a pretty big star. And I was thinking, man, I guess I made a pretty decent choice if she's using him to help teach her how to be a director, and I'm using him to help teach me how to be a producer. Maybe I made a good choice here. Now, it probably wasn't a good choice, at least for me. I don't know how much he helped her, but I never made that film, which was probably a good thing. I did go back and use him to do a little bit of help with me on a poorly produced documentary film that I did a couple years after that. Nonetheless, Eric was a good guy, and I enjoyed the time that I spent with him. He was pretty salty in a lot of different ways. There's some not pleasant stories about him as well. But the connection to Laura Prepon and the significance of this particular story is that she took a big step. And I think Mike Rinder talked about this in his quote in Tony Ortega's story this morning, is that it's not some light thing for a Scientologist celebrity to go, "Yeah, I'm out." Not only I'm out, but I've been out for a while. And that speaks volumes to the state that it's in. That people initially are afraid to say anything, hence her not saying anything for years, probably for fear of retaliation or disconnection or all the things that anybody leaving Scientology has to go through. Clearly, there's not much protection for anyone who publicly makes statements, and clearly now she doesn't care, because she made it to like People magazine. It's this huge publication, and very matter of factly, wasn't about attacking the church, wasn't quote unquote attacking, wasn't about exposing the truths about the church. Or anything like that. It was just very casually, "No, I don't do that anymore. I haven't done it in a long time. I do other things now, lots of meditation and things like that." So kudos to her for coming out and saying that, and for not being afraid to say it. So I certainly appreciate that. I hope that other celebrities who have left, clearly there's more in that circle, in our general age range of people in their late 30s to late 40s who were involved 20 plus years ago in Scientology, or however long ago, that have left, and those that are in the celebrity circuit that were a part of her circle, that may also be out now. So hopefully that encourages more of them to go, "Yeah, me too. Like, screw these guys. I'm done. It was a phase in my life. I'm glad I don't do it anymore, and I've moved on since then." So thank you, Laura, for sharing that. Not like you're going to watch this video, but if you do, thanks for letting me watch your short film. That's all I got for this time. Until next time, take care.